Hi everyone, my name is Paula and I represent our Northern Ireland member owners on Co-op's National Members Council, acting as a voice for your views and needs at the heart of the business you own. This year we're celebrating a special Fairtrade fortnight and our status as a responsible retailer, which is core to our cooperative difference. Member owners have a long-standing history of championing and supporting co-op campaigns and Fairtrade, so I'm here to chat to Andrew Weston, Head of Public Affairs for Co-op Food, to find out more about Co-op's fair trade campaigning over the last 30 years. Andrew, thanks for joining us. Please can you tell us how Fairtrade and Co-op's strong partnership started?
So, as the Fairtrade mark launched in the UK in 1994, our Co-op became one of the first retailers to provide a marketplace as our members got behind this fledgling concept, which strongly resonated then as it does now with our founding values and principles. In 1992, we'd become the first major retailer to sell ethically traded Cafe Direct coffee, which went on to become one of the world's very first Fairtrade products in '94. Fundamentally, our strong partnership started and has endured because our member owners have consistently championed the importance of Fairtrade, and because we continue to believe that it remains the best and only major independent global sustainability standard that puts all three of people, price and power at the heart of what it does. So let me talk to how our member owners, through their spending power, championed one of my all-time favourite own brand Fairtrade products, our chocolate. So in 2000, Fairtrade cocoa simply wasn't widely available, but that changed when we launched the world's first own label Fairtrade product, the cooperative milk chocolate bar. In 2002, we then doubled the size of the Fairtrade chocolate market by converting all own brand block chocolate to Fairtrade, and roll forward to 2017 when we took a big step further and became the first UK retailer to source all of our cocoa and our own brand products on Fairtrade terms. Today, we're still the only UK retailer to source all the cocoa used as an ingredient on Fairtrade terms, and none of that would have been possible without our member owners and our customers supporting us in doing the right thing by smallholder producers, the communities we source from, and the planet.
Thanks, Andrew. So our support for Fairtrade is a real demonstration of member ownership in action, which is fantastic. However, member owners continued to champion Fairtrade since 1994.
On behalf of all our members, our National Members Council has consistently encouraged us to do all we can to champion Fairtrade. For instance, when we celebrated 25 years of Fairtrade, it called on Co-op to look to the next 25 years and increase our commitment through a motion at our annual general meeting. So it's very much because of our member owners that today 100% of Co-op chocolate, tea, coffee, bananas, roses, bagged sugar and cocoa when used as an ingredient is Fairtrade, alongside a host of other branded and own label products and ingredients which are also certified. It's incredible that together we have spent the past 3 decades of standing with farmers and workers for fairer terms of trade, supporting them to improve their livelihoods and invest in their communities. I think it's really important we don't ever lose sight of the fact that when our member owners champion Fairtrade and buy Fairtrade, they are choosing a radical act to stand in solidarity with farmers and workers to demand fairer terms of trade. As individuals, it might seem like a small thing to seek out the Fairtrade mark, but just look at the impact our member owners had last year by standing together. Co-op's Fairtrade sourcing supported 182 producer organisations across 27 countries. Fairtrade estimate that at least 500,000 farmers and workers are part of our Fairtrade supply chains. £4.3 million of Fairtrade premium was generated through Co-op sourcing for Fairtrade producers to invest back into their communities. 77% of all Fairtrade wine sold in the UK was Co-op own label. Co-op sold more Fairtrade own brand wine, flowers and vegetables than any other UK grocery retailer. So to this day, whenever our member owners buy Fairtrade products or products with Fairtrade ingredients in, they're continuing to champion Fairtrade, continuing to enabling us to say that we're proud to be the world's biggest convenience seller of Fairtrade and the second biggest seller of Fairtrade products globally. And it's not just about sourcing decisions or purchasing power either. It's also about advocacy and campaigning together, which is exactly what sets our Co-op apart.
Brilliant. It's great to hear all the different ways Co-op and our members support fair trade. Can you tell us more about Co-op's climate justice campaign and how member owners can get involved, Andrew?
Of course. Last year here at Co-op, we were delighted to have won the Climate Leader Award at the first Fairtrade Global Awards in recognition of 3 things. Firstly, our Co-op's climate plan, pledging our support for producers on the front line of the climate crisis. Secondly, the work we've done through our Fairtrade Alliance for Climate Smart Supply Chains in Africa and Productivity Improvement Programme to support the implementation of climate smart farming techniques designed to strengthen and mitigate against climate shocks, crop diseases, the rising cost of living, food insecurity and natural disasters, as well as promoting sustainable production and diversification, supporting farmers right across Kenya, Ethiopia, Rwanda, the Dominican Republic and Colombia. And thirdly, for our climate justice campaign, which has also been calling on all businesses and governments to support producers in the face of the climate crisis. In 2021, our members had voted overwhelmingly in support of a motion brought by our National Members Council, calling, amongst other things, on our Co-op to become a leading voice on tackling climate change by campaigning and engaging government, leaders, the wider cooperative movement, other organisations and members to act collectively and cooperatively. Since then, through our climate justice campaign, we've been calling on all communities, businesses and governments to work together to deliver a fair and just transition to a greener, cleaner economy, which crucially is fairer for both people and planet. We're really clear as a business that it's a moral outrage that the worst effects of the climate crisis are being felt the most acutely by the world's poorest communities who are in countries which have historically contributed the least to the global heating that we're facing. And the Fairtrade Foundation were crucial partners when we launched our Climate Justice for People and Planet report back in 2021. That's hardly a surprise when it's from our Fairtrade producers that we've been hearing the message so loudly and so clearly that the time to act in addressing our environmental impact as a business is now. But also, given that they're looking to us as a business to engage with our customers, suppliers and government too on this crucial issue. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of our member owners who have supported our climate justice campaign since then. It's been genuinely inspiring to see so much interest, whether that's been through joining activities online like this one or in our stores, engaging with local elected representatives, supporting Fairtrade Fortnight, or indeed just a few weeks ago supporting the most recent Great Big Green Week. And there's much more to come, because we continue to see the transition to net zero as a huge opportunity, but one that will require systems-wide transformation and cooperation on a whole new level. As we said at the outset of the campaign, and it's only true now, from every community we source from to every community we serve here in the UK, the impact of climate change is already being felt and is only going to be felt more acutely in the years ahead. The time to act is now. The clock is ticking.
Thanks so much, Andrew. I've learned a lot about Co-op and Fairtrade, and I hope our member owners have too. Fairtrade Fortnight runs from the 9th to the 22nd of September this year. Come along to our events and stores to learn more about Fairtrade at Co-op, or swap some of your usual favourites for a delicious Fairtrade alternative.